Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying a bunch of those new products that I purchased at the Sephora sale, and I'm really excited to try some of these because when I did that Sephora sale haul, I noticed that a lot of these products were swatching like so well, and I'm hoping that they'll apply on the skin as well as they swatch. So I'm going to go ahead and apply those today. If you're new here, I would really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, and if you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So let's get into applying these new products. So I'm sure you guys noticed that I got eyelash extensions. I am really loving them. They have that kind of cat eye look to them. I did film a vlog on the day that I had them done, so you guys will probably see that if you watch the vlogs. So let's go ahead and start with primer. I am going to be using my Algenist Genius Liquid Collagen. I did purchase this during the sale and I have been loving it. It is such a good product for the skin. It has a lot of good skincare benefits and it also performs like a primer for me. My makeup goes on so beautifully with this collagen serum. Now I will say that it doesn't fill in my pores, so I do have to go in with the Smoothing Balm Primer and my MAC Mattifying Primer because it doesn't do anything as far as mattifying and it doesn't fill in my pores. So I do have to go in with these two products. So I put my MAC Mattifying Primer on first. Then I go in with my Hard Candy Smooth Primer. This really smooths those pores and also my little fine lines right here. So I'm just gonna let everything just kind of sink in, and I'm gonna go in with eye primer. So for eye primer, I've been loving my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This has been so good for my eyes. I do have like a little cut there. So today for shadow, I'm gonna use the Pat McGrath palette. I love this palette. I love the shades in it. I love the sturdiness of the palette, even though it's made out of like cardboard material. There is a mirror. I haven't taken the sheet off yet. And then here are the shades. I am super excited to like create something with this today because it's so beautiful. I'm gonna start off with this shade first. I'll list the name of the shades right here because it's hard to like look at the shade and then come back to the palette. So I'm just gonna go ahead and list the names right here for you guys. All right, I'm gonna go in on the top portion of my eye. That is a really pretty shade. It's kind of like a rusty brown. I've been loving doing eye looks with these eyelash extensions. Just adds a little something to it. I had eyelash extensions for like, oh gosh, like forever. I can't even remember, probably like 5 or 6 years. And when the pandemic hit, I had to, of course, let them go. I really thought I would not ever put lashes back on again, but never say never because here we are. We have lashes again. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this brown shade here, and I'm just going to place that just on the outer corner. Wow, guys, these are so pigmented. Doesn't surprise me because her last palette that came out like this was so good, or is so good. I still have it. So I am going to go in with this shade right here, this beautiful light green shade. I'm going to place that on the lid. Oh wow, look at that. That is pigmented, and I'm trying to bring it up to the crease as much as possible. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. I'm going to take the brush that I used with the first shade and I'm just going to kind of run it across here, just kind of blend everything. I'm going to take a little bit of this shade right here and I'm just going to put that on the inner corner. And then I'm going to take whatever's left over and just kind of run it a little bit on my brow. I don't like it too sparkly up there, or just to kind of highlight the brow. All right, so now that we're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and start with foundation. I am using the Merit foundation. So this is in the shade Camel. I do feel I need to use a brush with this because it's a cream stick product. So I didn't really want to use a sponge. A lot of times with a cream stick product, it's hard to blend with a sponge. I did swatch this during the video and I felt like it was really creamy compared to most foundation sticks that I do have. We're just gonna go ahead and use a brush today, but I'm just going to draw it on my face just like that. Looks crazy. And then blend it with the brush. And I'm just using my Sonia G. This is a jumbo base brush. Right off the bat, it's kind of giving me like light coverage, not even medium, so I'm just gonna go in with more. I really wanna try to build this up to at least almost full coverage. It feels really creamy on the skin. It doesn't feel like it's tugging on my skin. It's blending really well with the brush. I don't feel like I have to like really press real hard or overwork the product. I just feel like it's easy to blend. Does have somewhat like a glowy finish, very subtle glow. I think a lot of it has to do with my collagen serum too, because that really does like give a lot of moisture to my skin. Again, I'm gonna go in with the third layer, and I'm not gonna put any more on my forehead because I think I have enough on my forehead. And now I'm just kind of pressing it into the skin. Now I will say that it's not adhering to my nose like I want it to. It's still on there, it's not coming off, it's just not blending in there and covering up this area of my nose. So that is 3 layers of the product. It looks a little bit like it's, I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't look real smooth on my skin right now. You know, we're gonna add powder, bronzer, and all that other stuff to it. So I'm just gonna leave the 3 layers. I'm not gonna add any more. But I will say that it does look like I have makeup on. Maybe that's how I'm trying to explain it. It doesn't look as soft or smooth, and it didn't really cover up a lot of my imperfections like my melasma. So far I'm not like really impressed with it, but we will keep going, and we're gonna put on my Tarte Shape Tape because you guys know that's what I use to cover up my melasma. It's gonna probably be a little bit darker than the foundation, which it is, but it's okay. And I'm just gonna press that in with the brush. I'm gonna quickly do my eyebrows with my Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat Pencil. This is actually in the shade Natural Black. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows really quickly. All right, that's it for the brows for now. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my concealer. For concealer, I'm gonna use my Danessa Myricks concealer. This is the 2-in-1 foundation concealer. I'm just gonna add it onto my under eyes. Been using this It Cosmetics brush, and I like it for the concealer because it really blends out the concealer really well. This concealer is so gorgeous on the under eye. It just gives like the most beautiful coverage. I did use this in a video here recently, and I'll link it right here so you guys can check it out. I used this concealer in that video, and oh my gosh, I fell in love with it. And a little goes a long way. You don't need a lot of this. Put a little bit on my nose, put on my forehead, highlight this area. All right, that's it for the concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and set it with my Jaclyn Hill palette. I bought these little powder puffs on Amazon, and I love them. They're like so good. You see how this gets right in that corner? You can use them pretty much to set your under eyes. You can even use them to contour. You can use them pretty much for anything. Okay, so I'm going to set my face. I'm using my Bare Minerals powder. I'm just going to press that into the skin. I love that powder so much, guys. I'm gonna go in with my Danessa Myricks bronzer balm. This is the shade. Take a brush and press it into the skin. Put a little bit on my forehead and some on my chin. Taking off the foundation from my lips, and I'm gonna go in with my Paw Paw Lip Balm. Let's go back into the Pat McGrath palette. I'm gonna take that first shade that I started off with, and I'm gonna put that on my lower lash line. All right, so I just put that one shade on the bottom lash line. I didn't want to put like too much there. So I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I'm gonna go in with my Captivate palette by Sephora. I'm gonna use this blush right here. Kind of like a peachy blush. It does have sheen to it. I am gonna go in with my Merit highlighter. This is in the shade Cava. So beautiful. I'm just gonna take my finger and run it on top of the product, and then I'm going to just tap it in. This is such a gorgeous highlighter. I love it. So I do have a product by Patrick Ta. I did not buy this during the sale. I actually purchased it before the sale. I totally forgot that I had it. So I want to use it today. This is his lamination gel. This is the brush right here. So I'm going to place this on my eyebrows. I heard this was really nice on the brows. I love my Refi brow sculpting gel, but I wanted to try his too. So, all right. So of course, course, now we're gonna go into lips. I am going to try my Mario lipsticks for you guys. I'm also gonna try the Mario pencils, and I haven't tried any of these lip products, and I'm going to try every shade that I purchased. I'm gonna try to pair the liners with the lipsticks as best as I can. I'm gonna go in with the Daniel pencil and the Daniela lipstick. So I'm going to try this on. First off, very creamy and nice pigmentation. That's a pretty color. And now we're going in with Daniela lipstick. They go on pretty creamy. They don't feel like slippery on the lips. My lip liner's a little off, guys, but I just wanted to show you this lipstick, and I do love the shade. They feel pretty good on the lips. They don't feel bad. My daughter just decided she was gonna vacuum, so if you hear the vacuum, I'm sorry. Yeah, I love this color. It's more like a wine color. I thought it would be more on the brown side. It's more of a wine shade, but I do like it, and it does feel comfortable on the lips. It doesn't feel bad. All right, so I'm gonna take this off and start with the next one. So I showed you guys all the lipsticks. I will say that I do feel like once the lipsticks are like on, they're really on. They don't have a slip to them. Like, to me, they don't continue to have that creamy feeling to them. They're easy to apply. They don't tug or pull, but it feels like once they're on, kind of like a liquid lipstick, but they don't feel drying. I don't know if that makes any sense. I hope that it does. But anyway, let's go ahead and go over these products really quickly. I do want to mention that the Dimitry liner, the one that I have on now, I feel like it's too light for my lips. I don't really like how that color looks on my lips, so this is probably gonna go back. But I do love the Travis and the Daniel lip liner. I feel like both of these lip liners look really nice on my lips. I think the shades are like perfect for me. I will say the liners are very creamy. They go on really smooth. They don't tug or pull as well. So yeah, I do like these. And for the lipsticks, I do love all the lipsticks. I especially loved the second combination that I showed you guys. I think both of those go so beautifully together. And I'm sure the Travis liner will go really well with this lipstick too. But yeah, I love all the shades that I purchased in the lipsticks. I do like the lipsticks. I am gonna wear this one like throughout the day and just see how well my lips play with it, because sometimes when lipsticks are like this, my lips can tend to get a little bit more dry and chapped. Not that this formulation is drying. It just feels like sometimes my lips, when I do have a product that kind of just adheres to the lips, then my lips get a little drier. So I don't know, I'm gonna play with this just to see how well this plays with my lips and whether it makes them dry or not. I will let you guys know in the description box below. So let's go over the other products. The Patrick Ta Lamination Brow Gel, I love it. I think it did a really good job of like brushing my brows and actually holding them in place. I'm touching them now. They don't feel crunchy or sticky. They just feel really nice and soft, but they're like staying in place. So I do love this. So for the Merit highlighter, I love this highlighter. I am in love with it. I think it has such a beautiful like sheen to it. A little goes a long way. It's easy to apply. It doesn't mess with my makeup if I put it on top of powder. So yeah, I think it's a really beautiful product. It's not greasy feeling. It has a really beautiful glow to it and kind of like a wet look. So I do love this. So for the Merit foundation, I don't really like the foundation at all. I feel like I have a lot of makeup on. It doesn't feel heavy, but when I look at it, I feel like it's just too much. So yeah, I really am not fond of this. The shade is a little bit lighter than what I expected once it went on. It didn't oxidize or anything like that, but I just feel like it's not, I don't know, it just doesn't look flawless and like beautiful on the skin. It just looks like I have a lot of makeup on. For the Pat McGrath palette, now this I love. The shades in here are super pigmented. I love the look that I created with this palette. All the shades played well together. They blended in easily. I think all the shades went on super pigmented, really smooth, creamy shades. I'm really liking this. I think this is like a really quality type palette for the price. It's just beautiful. I loved all the shades that I used today, and I'm definitely gonna start using some of these other shades. I think this is a palette that you could wear every day. Of course, the shadow that I have on today is like really bold, but I think you could wear a lot of these shadows either on their own or together and make a really beautiful like day look with them. So yeah, I think it's versatile. I think you can use it during the day, going into the evening. I really do like this palette. It is just as gorgeous on the eyes as it is in the palette. And of course, I've already mentioned the Algenist Collagen. I do love this product. I can't say it enough how much I really like that product. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be doing another one of these videos here pretty soon with a lot of the other makeup that I purchased. I do want to do the Westman Atelier makeup in its own video. I did order some foundation from them, so I'm hoping it'll get here soon just so that I can do a full face of that Westman Atelier, because I have most of the products. I don't have everything, but I have most of the products, and I do want to get that out to you guys very soon. So that's it for this try on and first impressions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and we will see you guys on the next one. Bye.